Welcome to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
Oh, my beautiful twin sisters.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Amber.
And we're two sisters living together in New York City.
We've been doing YouTube since 2018, and as of last year, we started the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
Even though we're not actually twins.
Let us explain our villain origin story.
We're walking down, there's a man sitting on the street, and you know what he says to us as we pass by?
Beautiful twin sisters.
We have since claimed that name.
Welcome back to
the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast. Beautiful Twin Sisters.
The Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
I feel like you guys have like such a good dynamic too.
It's because we're twins. Tap me 3 times.
We're here to entertain.
Banana?
As a YouTuber, you're expected to continue growing.
Let's move into something spicy.
Do you even like my boyfriend?
Whoa, that was clean!
I wanted to make sure that I was a different type of mom, that I would tell you guys that I loved you guys.
As like an older sister, she's always the best guidance and like someone I've always looked up to.
Just being able to chat with you and like bond more as sisters. I love filming the podcast, so.
Oh, my beautiful twin sisters.
We have an amazing community, and I love everyone that tunes into the BTSP.
Oh my goodness. The most official podcast setup of all time. Let's go. This thing on.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Okay, wow. Hi, guys, and welcome to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
Live at VidCon.
Oh my gosh, our first ever live podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Are you nervous, girl?
The energy from the audience is electric. That's
It's
all I gotta
electric.
say. Yes.
It is electric.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we're so happy to be here. Obviously, we want to also give our audio listeners that listen in later a little overview of what's going on. So basically, yes, we're recording live. We have an amazing and gorgeous audience right in front of us. So thank you to everyone that's come out. And we're so excited to just chat with you today.
Yes, because we're at VidCon, I think we're going to dive into the creator experience a little bit, along with some other silly things. You know, we like to keep it fun here.
Yes.
But yeah.
So what's the craziest thing that's happened at VidCon so far for you, girl?
Oh, actually, this is so easy for me. I don't know if this is doxing them, but we are at the same hotel as the Costco guys. Yes! So...
Yes. And literally within minutes of checking in, guess what we saw? We saw an IRL boom.
5 big booms
They did
right in front of
5
us.
big booms right next to us, and it was literally insane. And we missed it. We didn't pull out our phone in time, but oh my God.
Hold up, wait, boom! We're interrupting this very exciting episode to shout out our sponsors. So first of all, thank you to HelloFresh. They make cooking at home quick, easy, and delicious. So make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/twin10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life.
That's hellofresh.com/twin10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box.
HelloFresh.com/twin10fm. 1 per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. Thank you, HelloFresh.
And I gotta give a shout out to ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
We've used ZocDoc and we highly recommend, so stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to zocdoc.com/twin to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's zocdoc.com/twin. zocdoc.com/twin. Thank you, ZocDoc. I mean, I think we'll catch more because some of our friends have been telling us they're everywhere and
Yes.
they're doing the booms everywhere. So I am hopeful that we'll catch another 5 big booms. But yeah,
Yes.
it was actually Mama Justice and Ashley, the
Justice,
sister. They
yes.
did their own 5 big booms.
Yes,
Girl power.
love sisters named Ashley personally, so
Love it.
seeing it. But if we don't catch them here again, I guess we'll catch them maybe in a Costco.
Maybe in a Costco.
Maybe in a Costco.
You know they're going to the SoCal Costcos.
No, literally. Wow. Well, that's been crazy. Anything else crazy for you, girl?
I don't know. I'm just taking this all in. I love
Probably this moment that we're in right now.
Yeah. No,
I
I
would
actually
say
was
so.
thinking because you ever see on like the talk shows what is it? The Tonight Show and whatnot.
Okay.
I love to see how the celebs sit in the chair. Right now, we both got the
Oh.
kind of like very upright, very posture.
Making me aware of my posture.
Yes, suddenly I am aware of it, but I like how there's always the guys that are doing this. And they're
Oh.
I could pull one of those.
Maybe you should
Or-
man spread.
No, I would never. No. Oh my gosh. But I also do have my little purse, like a Pink Panthers moment. You know how she brings her purse on stage?
Oh, you're so right. That is so Pink Pantherous.
I'm so girly.
Wow.
Well, anyways, maybe we should hop into some of our creator business. I think at VidCon, I do know a lot of the audience is either people that are just big fans of creators or aspiring creators.
Yes.
Can we ask the room, can you raise your hand if you are a creator of some kind or an aspiring creator? We got
Woo!
There
Yes!
go,
We love to see
yes.
those hands up.
Love to see
Yes.
it.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Girly, I need to ask you.
Yes.
Obviously, we've been doing this since 2018.
Yes,
How
it's
many
been
years?
a long
7
time.
years? Look at us now on the
I know.
freaking VidCon stage. Let's go.
Yeah, so we got to kind of reel it back and be like, wow, where did we really come from?
Yeah. So I want to ask you, the creator, how do I say, creator landscape in
Yes.
2018 was very different from the situation we
Absolutely.
have now. I think at that moment, long form was having its moment. YouTube was taking over. I freaking love the 2018 YouTube. vibe.
2018 YouTube, 2016 to 2018 YouTube.
That was
prime
so
YouTube.
peak.
Yes.
So I feel like we kind of joined in the heat of that. And what do you think inspired you to start, girl?
Oh my gosh. Well, for me, you know, I do a lot of lifestyle content. So I think just seeing other lifestyle YouTubers, and specifically, I think during that time frame, there were a lot of like funny like lifestyle like vlogs, like people just like doing whatever, like really being themselves, being goofy, and just vlogging it. And I was like, you know what? I gotta get in on this. Yeah, because I feel like when I first started, I really showed a lot of my siblings. Obviously, this is my sister. We have my brother Andrew in the crowd. Shout out Andrew. It's a family affair. Jungkook.
Yes.
Yes.
Here.
So he's here as well. But I really loved including my siblings because they are literally the funniest people in the entire world. And I was like, I need the rest of the world to see this. So that's kind of what inspired me to start. And now, I mean, I'm going to keep saying this, but I'm literally on the stage with my sister at VidCon. It's crazy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thanks, guys. Wow, we got a little
Sure.
applause there. Right. Nice.
Little applause.
Ooh, we should do this more often with the live audience.
Yes, but yeah, it was definitely really different. It started long form. I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but then as short form has come up, we've kind of had to evolve and
Yes.
make more short form content as well to kind of evolve with the platforms and evolve with the times, which I'm not gonna lie has been really hard for me because if you start doing only long form and then there's something like new, I'm like, whoa, gotta learn a whole new thing.
Right, I'm like, as soon as we like got into the
I got
swing of
comfy
YouTube,
and then dang.
TikTok came out, I was like, oh no. I am
Yes,
not.
another thing to learn. But at the same time, I love short form content. It's definitely what we watch like a lot of as well. So we like to make it, do some little podcast reels and things like that.
You know, you gotta cross promote, get
Yes,
on all
gotta
those
cross-promote.
platforms. But yeah, it is insane. I think the difference between short form, I don't know why we're just immediately going into this tangent, but
I know.
This is always on our mind as creators. I'm like, it really is the struggle of like, because I feel like long form
Balancing
videos
your
take
time.
so much time and effort, and I feel like you can be a lot more proud of those long videos.
Yes.
Versus the TikToks that like the goal is to spam. And I'm like, oh, you gotta move so quick on there.
It's different vibes.
I do really appreciate this, especially goes with our podcast viewers. I feel like the people that watch long form are really there for the person behind the camera.
Exactly.
Like they're committed and like they intentionally click those videos because they like what they have to say. They like the people themselves.
Yes.
Whereas with short form, sometimes it's a little bit more like sporadic and things can just like appear on your feed
For sure.
just from the algorithm, which is a little fun sometimes, but also a little cray.
Yes. I think podcasts are potentially one of the healthiest contents
Types of
to
content.
like consume because it's so long. You need a longer attention span. So shout out to everyone that's listening to our
Shout out to
podcast
the
because
podcast.
it's definitely better for your brain. We love
Yes.
to see it.
Love to
But
be in the conversation.
of course, also while we're here, we definitely want to open up the podcast to the crowd and see if you guys have any questions or if you want any advice whatsoever, whether it's like starting your own YouTube channel, starting a podcast, starting a business.
Yeah,
We have answers for all of it. So
Should we go straight into the questions? There is a mic right there.
there is a
perhaps.
mic, so it could be interesting.
Okay,
Okay, because I want to make sure that while we're here, you know what, we're like catering to you guys because
Yeah.
you're the ones that really showed up for us. So maybe we should open it up to questions.
Maybe
What
let's
do you
give
think?
everyone a minute to think of their question before
Okay.
we just throw them on the spot.
Na, 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 na.
Okay. I think that was enough time, right, guys? Right, guys? You got it.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Actually, maybe if anyone is wanting to ask a question, we could do a little hand raise and then we'll point. And then,
Then
if
you can
wanna
go up to
come
the mic in the middle. I'm sorry to put you on the spot and like you have to get up and walk there.
It's nice. We're in
Yes.
a intimate space in here.
Yes, we're all friends.
It's all safe here. Anyone want to ask a question? Okay. Kelly Wakasa got
Okay,
his hand
he's
up.
breaking the ice.
Let's go,
Everyone,
Kelly.
This is my boyfriend.
Yes, thank you, Kelly.
Hello? Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I was curious what you guys think about like monetization with podcasts and where you see like the future of podcasts going.
Wow. Deep question.
Monetization.
So, well, we actually post our videos on YouTube, and I think really that's been our best source of income is like the natural YouTube monetization. So just like AdSense in itself, that's made us be able to like keep our podcasts going.
Right.
We're also signed with a network, so if you are in the podcast space, then you would maybe kind of like we have like host read ads within our podcast.
Studio 71.
Yes, shout out.
Period.
But yeah, what do you think about the
think-
future of that?
Future of podcasts. I think it's hard because we are so familiar with YouTube as a platform just because that's what we started on, and I feel like that's like our main focus usually.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable and so happy with the YouTube AdSense layout and
Yeah,
all of that. So I'm always a fan of that. Wouldn't like such a big fan of posting the podcast as a video as well because I know there's some people that just do like the audio uploads, but I think it's really fun to have a dual upload and like a visual side of the podcast.
For sure.
With Spotify though, I don't know, I love the audio podcast monetization as well though because it's so simple. Like I think it's
It's simple. It makes sense in a podcast. It's something that podcast listeners are used to hearing. So I think it's a great way to like have another avenue for monetization and make your podcast able to be continued in the future.
sustainable.
Yeah, sustain your podcast.
period.
So yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Thank you.
Thank you,
course.
Kelly.
Thank you for breaking the ice.
Thank
Wow,
you,
we love to
guys.
hear it. Also, feel free to ask. They don't have to be like creator questions. We don't necessarily need to talk about like
The creator
industry
experience.
track stuff while we're here. If you have any questions about our life, like anything funny you want to talk about, if you have a funny story, like literally, I would love to hear it because that's what is truly
That's what we're here.
super interesting to me. So feel free to come up to you could, if anybody wants to do, oh, Kelly, I have an idea for you.
Get him
Okay,
back over here.
I have another idea. Are you ready to hear it? Okay. Improv stand-up set. What do you think? What do you think?
I actually don't want to.
No, he's coming out. Do you want to? You want to? Hey, Andrew, how about you? What? He goes, what? Hey, Amber, how about you?
Improv
stand-up?
stand-up.
That's improv stand-up is actually my worst fear, by the way, more than probably anything in
I actually
the world.
got this, bro.
Okay, let's hear it.
My preferred type of comedy is crowd work.
Okay.
Everybody in the audience is filled with fear. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. I have my targets locked on one person. And you know it's you, Ange. I'm just kidding. Okay. This guy.
This guy is so obsessed with the podcast. He showed up wearing matching outfits with us. Show them your outfit, bro. Stand
bro.
up.
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
You're wearing a red long sleeve.
He said it was subconscious. You're obsessed, bro.
Copied him. No. We've had these outfits planned for weeks.
Yes.
Andrew shows up on the day of wearing a red long sleeve and black pants. I don't think so. I do not think so.
That is
Thank you,
supportive. You know
Andrew.
what? Thank you, Andrew. We love you.
the-
Oh, yes. So cute.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted your joke.
No, I actually liked your joke better.
Oh,
I was
seriously?
gonna call him Jungkook. I was gonna be like, this guy thinks he's Jungkook, but I actually liked yours. So.
Oh, thank you, Queen.
Oh, cute.
Anyone else want to come try that? Margie, you have a question, or you want to? Okay, come
go,
on up.
Margie.
Yes.
Hey. She's our YouTube partner manager.
Yes,
Shout out.
we love Margie.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Well, My question is, I feel like you're both very creative, and the fact that you live together has really boosted your content because you help each other out. What are your best practices when you're alone to be creative and when you're together?
Ooh.
That is a
Actually,
great
that is
question.
the struggle of our life. Thank you, Margie, for the great question.
thank you.
Oh my gosh. What do you think, Queen?
What do I think?
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just kidding. I think the way we go about our like content, because we both also have separate YouTube channels in addition to kind of having this joint channel together. And I think that we go about our own separate YouTube channels potentially in pretty different ways. I feel like I actually don't see that much of your behind the scenes like brainstorming process. So this will actually be interesting to
we don't
flesh out
talk
right
about
now
this
because we don't.
stuff.
You would think we would talk about it like more, but I think we just like we just start like chugging along, like doing our thing.
done.
So, I mean, for me, I always like keep a notebook. I also see that you keep a notebook, and I like consistently write down any like ideas that I think are interesting. Specifically, I love to write YouTube titles because I think that titles are so important when it comes to YouTube videos, specifically within our creator space where like it's thumbnail title. Like that is so important, like almost more important than the video. Obviously it's like not, but it's what people see. It's what people click on. And like you can spend hours and hours and hours editing an amazing YouTube video, but if the title thumbnail isn't there, then no one's gonna click on it. And that's like the hard part.
That is the bane of our existence.
Yeah, you need to be like just as into the thumbnail title as the video itself.
Right, I feel like it's 60% thumbnail title to 40% like the video's content that like shows you how well the video is gonna do, which is sad because I feel like sometimes our banger videos have the trash thumbnails and no one clicks on it. But there's the few people that do, and they get the. It's like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I clicked on that video even though it looked horrible. And I got a fun experience out of it.
You're right. But so basically when I am doing my like creative process for my YouTube videos, I really like to think about the title specifically before even like necessarily like the true content of the video, as well as thumbnails. I think are great to really think about like what could be a really interesting thumbnail and like how can I title this and how can this also be a video. Don't leave your thumbnails till the last minute. We were just talking about this. Sometimes we like get to the final stages of posting a YouTube video and then we're scrambling to like make a thumbnail for it, and it's like the worst feeling ever. And if you really focus on your thumbnail first, it makes it so much easier. Your video turns out better. It performs better.
Yeah.
And so I always have like a heavy thumbnail title focus, but I would love to know how do you brainstorm your ideas like for your videos?
Okay, so what I think is, because going back to like us filming together versus alone, I feel like when I'm alone, I'm a lot more specific about the like actual content of the video and like the title being like very clickable, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Because if it's just me, I'm like, oh, I gotta do this all myself. I gotta make it like
I'm on my own.
Yeah, I'm on my own. Whereas I think when I'm with you and Andrew, I can like rely on our dynamic a little bit more.
For sure.
And if the title is like a little zany or a little out there, I can trust that. I don't know. I think our viewers are really into our sibling dynamic.
Yeah, so if all three of us are in the thumbnail, you can just trust like hopefully it's okay.
It should hopefully just work out. Yeah, when it's just me, I think I like to do a bit more of a structured video. I love a little day in my life. I love a New York.
Exploring New York videos.
We both live in New York, so I feel like just, I don't know, showing people that side of our lives and actually like being around the city is always fun. Whereas I think with you and Andrew, I'd like to do little slices of life where it could be even just like, we set up the camera for like 30 minutes and like that's the video. And like we edit it down from there. Whereas by myself, I like to film a lot more and like compress it down.
Oh.
Or perhaps.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then when it comes to like the podcast, when we come up with video ideas for our podcast or like podcast topics, we literally, I feel like we shouldn't do this, but we leave it up to the last minute.
I think that's honestly what works because whatever we were thinking of at the last minute is what we're most naturally gonna want to talk about anyways.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's not good to plan ahead too much, especially when it's like a natural conversation thing like this.
Yeah.
Or like we could say like, oh, maybe we're a little.
Because a lot of our podcasts like riffing off of each other, talking about current events, talking about our life in general. So I think it kind of makes more sense to just like sit in front of the camera and just see what we say. Yeah.
Because I think that's just more natural. That's how we like to
Exactly.
structure the podcast. Is that so wrong?
Oh, literally.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you, Margie, for
Thank
the
you,
question.
Margie. Amazing question.
Yes.
Anybody else have a question they would like to add?
Making videos, anything that's specific to us if you're curious.
Andrew, I know you have a question. I
he's
see it
going
in
up.
his face.
He did have a question.
Yeah. He's making it up right now. You can ask any question. Like literally, you could ask any question.
I'll give you 2 questions.
Oh, okay. Thank
If
you.
you were to start over, what would you do first?
Okay.
Like no subscribers, no following,
Wow.
and your channel.
Okay.
Or how do you stay motivated and prevent burnout?
Wow.
Okay, damn.
Those are
2 banger questions. Let's
no
go.
swearing.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Do you want to choose a question to answer, or you want to do your thing?
Somehow I just forgot both questions.
Okay.
What was the first
I will.
question?
I'm gonna start answering.
Okay, you got that.
Wait, I forgot it. No, just kidding. Okay, so he asked, "How do you prevent burnout?" And then the first question
what would you
was
do if
like,
you started?
start over.
Okay.
So I can answer the starting over question.
Okay,
if you would
queen.
like. So if I was gonna start like today in this day and age, I would definitely start with short form content. So if you're starting on YouTube, I would start with YouTube Shorts. I would also repurpose those shorts over like multiple platforms. I think that's kind of the best way to go about it and the best way to get most eyes on your channel initially. And then from there, I would get into long form video. But also at the same time, it really depends what you're personally passionate about. If you don't care about long form video, you don't have to do long form video. And if you don't care about shorts, you don't have to do shorts. Like I've seen YouTubers pop off like now, no shorts, long form video, it can still be done. I think it's still possible. I think the main thing is like make sure that you watch a lot of YouTube. Make sure that you consume a lot of content and really pay attention when you're watching other creators' videos and see what they're doing like on purpose to make their videos more interesting and like have a hook and like just be elevated and like really pay attention when you're watching the videos because it'll help you learn how to make your own video better. So that's kind of my advice. And I think nowadays too, there's so many amazing, like for example, the Colin and Samir podcast. Like these didn't exist like when I feel like when I was starting my YouTube channel, like there weren't talks about the creator economy. There weren't people like really analyzing like the creator landscape like they are now. Like now there's tons of videos of like, here's how you get started on YouTube. Like here's how you do this and that. And like, these are all amazing for you to watch as an aspiring creator to start your channel.
I totally agree. I think that that's the craziest part about how I think the creator landscape has changed over the past. The creator landscape.
Creator
I pulled out
landscape.
that phrase. I think nowadays I think there's a huge sector of content that's just about creating content.
Yeah.
Which is so nuts to see.
It's like content and then content about creating content.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. That's really valuable today, which we didn't have as much.
Yeah.
7 years ago when we started. But I think along with that, I'm also grateful that we didn't have as much of that like analytical perspective when we started because we could just go in fresh and we were not thinking about the numbers, which is also something really important.
Exactly.
So I think there needs to be a good balance of doing things like intentionally and like looking at the numbers and stuff like that because to some degree that does really matter. But I think at the core of it, it's about you as a person and like what you can bring to the table aside from just like being good at like filming nice videos and like editing well. I think what's really important as a creator is to have strengths outside of just creating the content. Like my favorite people to watch are the ones that like have a really intense passion for something completely different.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love those cooking videos. Like to be a food creator, you also have to be really good at cooking or like really knowledgeable about food.
Yeah.
And I feel like, it's really valuable to have that type of knowledge and those passions when you're going into creating because the outside passion, I feel like a lot of times is what drives you to keep creating. It's not really about like looking at numbers and like being super aware of your status as a creator. It's about just like wanting to put out videos that matter to you and having things that you want to make videos about. So I think as long as you have, it's always helpful to have a niche, such as being like a food creator, a lifestyle creator, finance creator, like there's any type of creator you could be. But aside from having that where was I going with this?
don't know where
Did
you're
I
going
just
with
go
that.
I don't know where.
But anyways,
You know what?
You also
Yeah.
don't necessarily need a niche. I kind of consider myself a little bit nicheless. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of do a little bit of everything.
be
I'll do food,
personality
I'll do
based.
challenge, I'll do lifestyle. I guess it kind of overarches potentially into lifestyle, but like gaming, like I'll do any of it. So
Yeah. So I think that's also what helps is like just having the personality that wants to try a bunch of things. And if you have viewers that are really like diehard and just want to watch any type of thing you do,
Yes.
that's what's really helpful too. I love a personality creator. Like that's
Yes,
really what
that's my
brings me
favorite
back
as
to watching
well.
videos. So I think if I were to like start today, I would kind of continue in the same vein of just like really showing myself as a person because I think
it's hard to do that though. Like
It's
whenever someone's
hard.
like be yourself, I'm like, okay, and what?
no, I'm like no.
But I think it just takes like a lot of practice and like
I think being
yeah.
I think being yourself fully is like your greatest strength.
Yeah.
And as scary as that can be, I feel like if you're gonna start creating, that is something that you really need to just like embrace.
For sure.
Exactly.
I agree. And then speaking of burnout, this is a question I get all the time and also a question I never really know how to answer properly. I think it's something that all creators like continue to try to balance and try to figure out. I think the main thing is like when you first decide to be a creator, when you first start being a creator, make sure that you're so passionate about like making videos and that you're not about in it for something else. If you're creating because you want to like monetize it and things like that, that's really like where burnout can eventually stem from.
Yes.
So like maybe you're like, this will be really cool if I'm successful and like all of this, but then once you do become successful, if you have like ulterior motives, then you're like, oh my God, like what did I get myself into? So I think also, regardless of how you start, just like the best way to prevent burnout, at least for me, is like take a step back, like realize, like, or just like
Remember
just
why you,
remember
like,
why you
started
started, being grateful, being like, wow, like what an amazing opportunity this is, like thinking about the community that we have, and that always like reminds me to kind of keep going. But I think burnout is also a really real thing, and it's totally okay to like step back when you need to,
Yeah.
because it's not good on your mental health to like keep pushing, and it'll only make your content like go downhill in the long run.
I feel like I've seen creators that I loved, they'll go into this like headspace of being like, I need to spam content or else like I'm not doing enough. Like I need to make the most of like this platform I have and just like beast it.
Yeah.
And they'll spam for like, I've literally watched this where a guy spammed for like a month and then never posted again. And he was one of my favorite YouTubers. And I was like, where'd you go? It's literally because he like drove himself into burnout. And I
Yeah.
was watching it, I was like, this is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Like what is happening? And then he's not returned.
It's okay to
Dang
take
it.
breaks.
So that's really sad. But I think, yeah, pacing yourself. I think knowing that your viewers will want to watch even if it takes like an extra day or two to upload. Like I think there's a big like pressure to
I think people
post.
like YouTubers put a lot of pressure on themselves. It's a very like self-disciplined job. You're kind of doing it all on your own, and so if you let yourself down from like not posting on a certain day or like at a certain
feel really
cadence,
bad.
it can feel really bad. But like sometimes you just have to be real with yourself and be like,
it's okay.
what's the difference between a couple days or like if I take 2 weeks off or a month off? Like at the end of the day, like prioritize your personal health.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Boom, 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 boom. We're back once again. And Ashley, I gotta tell you, summer is one of my favorite times of the year. I wanna be outside, running around, having fun. You know where I don't wanna be?
Where?
The grocery store.
Oh.
Slaving over the stove for hours and hours for a dish that probably will not taste as good as I hoped.
Yeah, it never tastes that good when you make it.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Hey, Amber's actually a great chef, and she will only eat food that tastes really good. That's what I gotta say.
But sometimes it takes a little too long. So if I'm looking for something that's gonna be a bit quicker and definitely will taste good at the end, I will always go to HelloFresh. They make it so easy to try new recipes because they portion the ingredients that you need and send it straight to your door along with the recipe to make the new dish.
it really can get you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like
you try new foods. They always taste literally bust
So
down.
delicious.
They taste so good, and it's way easier than if you were to just like make it from scratch on your own.
And less food waste because you're not buying a bunch of ingredients. Like, they send you the exact amount that you need to use, so nothing goes to waste. They make it easier to fit quick home-cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes for you. One example is sun-dried tomato grilled cheese sandos. That actually sounds so delicious. Send that to my door right now, please. We are big fans of HelloFresh here, so make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/twin10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's hellofresh.com/twin10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box.
Yep, you heard it. It's hellofresh.com/twin10fm. One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
Thank you, HelloFresh.
If there's something else I don't want to be worrying about, it is definitely my doctor's appointments. I tend to put them off because I am simply scared of calling the doctor.
Me too.
Yes, so I do want to give a big shout out to ZocDoc. If you don't know what ZocDoc is, it is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. I love it because it's just all online. You can see reviews of your doctor. It's all like easy peasy laid out for you.
It can be scary to find a new doctor, especially if you're in a new city or if you're kind of younger like us and you've never had to book an appointment before, so this makes it super quick and easy.
We've used it many times before for dermatology appointments, OBGYN appointments, like anything that you could imagine. We have used ZocDoc for.
We love ZocDoc over here. We've used them in the past. We highly recommend. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to zocdoc.com/twin to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's zocdoc.com/twin. zocdoc.com/twin. Thank you, ZocDoc.
Yeah, because I think being a creator, I feel like you are so aware that you are like living the dream life.
Oh, never mind. I went a different
that
way.
too. Well, I'm
being
thinking,
perceived.
yes. But I think like obviously having this job, you know like how valuable it is and how lucky you are to like be in the position to do this. So that's why when you have burnout, I think it hurts even more because you're like,
I'm so lucky to do this.
Like I'm so lucky. Why do I feel like so down sometimes? But yeah, it is really just about finding that balance. And I think you can get wrapped up in a lot of stuff, especially if like your content's doing really well and then suddenly there's like a low period and you're like,
comparison is the thief of joy.
Over. Like
Literally.
Seeing anything drop a little bit can feel like the world is crumbling on top of you. But I think you have to know it's naturally things go in ebbs and flows, and the more like detached you are sometimes from like view count and stuff like that, that is truly what will benefit you. And I think something that I like to keep in mind is instead of posting with the hope of like getting a ton of views, which that honestly is like a really toxic mindset.
I hope that
like,
every time low-key.
No, low-key, I'm like,
know.
please, I still hope this does well, but like if that's like the main thing making you post, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
So I think
about who you're interacting with and like
Yes.
the community that like you're going to engage with from posting something.
Like when I need to reframe my mindset, I will look at my DMs and find a nice little DM that's like, I loved watching your video. I watched it while eating my lunch today, and it really boosted my spirits. And I'm like, okay, I'm posting for you. Like, you are the person in my head when I'm making my next video where I'm like, this girl needs to have a video to watch with her lunch. Like, I need to suck it up and just, like, get it done. And that really makes it so much more fun to think of it in that way.
That's so cute. Well, on a slightly different topic, I would love to talk about who are some of your favorite creators right now, girl? Who are you watching?
Sorry, I just gasped so loud in the mic. My favorite creators. Okay, I was actually hoping you'd ask me that because I was thinking earlier.
Yes, I would love to chat about this because
land of
I'm sure you guys are also aware of many other creators online. So we'll see if anyone knows who you end up talking about.
I think my number one.
I know it.
Who is
Actually,
it?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I think you're thinking of something else.
I was going to say Slushy Noobs.
I know you were going to say Slushy Noobs. I love Slushy Noobs.
Okay.
But my overall favorite YouTuber, long-form creator, is Drew Gooden. Anybody like Drew Gooden? Hey, let's go, Drew Gooden. Yes. No, and I think he's such a crazy creator to look at because I think we all know he posts once a month. And that is so, like, for a YouTuber, I feel like
there's some YouTubers I know that only post like twice a year though, and that's even crazy.
That's actually crazy.
But yeah, once a month is still like.
But that's
a lot of YouTubers post like once a week, so
yeah.
I guess once a month is.
I think there is
less.
pressure to post once a week, and but what I really like about Drew Gooden, he's a what's it called?
Commentary
YouTuber that's just so funny. And
he's really funny.
Honestly, I think at the core of it, he's a really good writer. So he says that he
like
scripts his
it
videos
so well,
like literally like a comedy script, like joke after joke, and he preps it so deeply over the course of the month and then films it. And he says, yeah, his whole process is literally like weeks of writing, creating the video and the arc and everything. Because he really dives deep into like really niche topics, like watching and ranking every SNL movie, doing like really things that like not only him, but things that he really cares about that maybe the rest of his audience wouldn't care as much about, but they click on it because they would listen to him talk about anything. And that's me. I do not care about the SNL movies, but I'm watching that video because, yeah, I think that process is so unlike what we do.
Yeah, where we just like pick up a camera and just like film whatever.
Yeah, or
it's so
just, like,
different, but
we move on such a
all
quick.
YouTubers are so different.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Right, because I feel like we're moving pretty quick, and like we'll have like 4 videos that we're editing at one time. Like that's just the way we operate for some reason.
Yeah.
But knowing that he just has like a project that he really focuses on for 1 month and then nails it every time, and also what's weird, not to think about the views and stuff like that, but he
pulls views.
consistently gets like 3 million views per video, only posting 12 times a year.
Yeah.
And that is because he's built up the audience that like really cares about what he has to say. And also he just has such high quality videos where I'm like, I will wait the month. Like I know it's coming at the end of the month and I am excited for that. So he is my favorite YouTuber, I think, overall.
He's one of my favorites as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, great
Do you have any
YouTuber.
others?
Okay, so I'm actually not super sure if she does YouTube. I think she does, but do you know Vanilla Mace?
Yes,
I love her. Yeah, I think she does do YouTube. I know she like streams a lot and stuff. I see a lot of her videos everywhere, bro. I freaking love her. She's so funny. Like, oh my God, I wish I could be 1 ounce as funny as her.
No,
She's
right?
so
I'm
funny. Like, dang
honestly
it.
inspiring.
Yes.
Yo, she's like taking over the freaking world right now.
Yeah, I feel like I saw some clips like a long time ago, and I was like, oh my God, this girl's so funny. I have no idea who she is. I literally saw the clip where she eats the donut, and then she like ascends into like the heavens. Yeah. And then I was like, who is this girl? And then now like she's like
Everywhere.
popping off, and like I love her. Like her vibe is so good.
So
She's
immaculate.
so funny. Like literally, she's so funny, and I love when like a new like creator like that emerges that just like has like amazing vibes. It kind of reminds me of like OG YouTube vibes a little bit.
Yes.
Like I just love it, and she makes me like so excited just about like the future of content, period.
Right? I'm like, because of her, I suddenly feel so amazing. Like
I
I'm
know.
like, this is good stuff.
When I see her clips come up on my screen, I'm like, yes.
My day is made.
No, I literally love her. She's so funny. If you guys don't know who she is, look her up. But basically, she just does like a lot of like streams, a lot of like short form gaming. Yeah. Oh my God, the one clip
Gaming.
of her gaming and then her like dog pooped on the floor. Have you ever seen
Yes,
that?
and then they're like, what's on the floor behind her? And then she turns around midstream and she's like, there's poop on my floor.
Yeah, no, it's
so
so funny.
funny.
No, but she's so funny. So I love seeing all of her clips. She's like one of my faves right now.
Period.
I hope she drinks some matcha. I need to DM her, be like, girl, let me send you my matcha. I love you, so much.
You should send her some
I know,
matcha.
I should.
Oh my
I hope she
God.
drinks matcha. Me when I hope my faves drink matcha.
Yeah,
please be a matcha drinker.
Oh my gosh.
But-
Wait, okay, speaking of matcha,
Yes.
something really specific about you
Okay.
that not every creator can say. I feel like you are in this like little tiny pool of
Yes.
creators that own a freaking
Yes.
business. And
But more creators are owning businesses every day.
it is true, it is true.
Creator
And
to business
honestly,
owner pipeline.
it is the way to start a business these days. Like
Yes.
literally that's the most powerful tool to fuel an upcoming business. Like
Yeah,
that
social
really,
media.
that gives you marketing, that gives you a loyal consumer base.
Yes.
Period. Let's count them up. So many reasons.
Yes.
But I want to ask because I think I mean, I'm pointing out the obvious.
Okay.
You beasted so hard for years on YouTube to give yourself that platform to launch a company and then have it sell out so fast. Like, oh my God, congratulations, girl.
you, girl.
I want to know, at what point in your YouTube journey did you kind of realize that you had the potential to do something as big as that? Because that's
Oh
a
my
big
gosh.
leap to take.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I started YouTube at a time where it was very fresh. Not many creators really had their own business at the time. Maybe a few. Maybe, I think like some did. It wasn't as, I feel like nowadays it's like, well, of course they have a business. They're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
But when I went into YouTube, I did it more so just for like, I just love making videos. I never necessarily thought about about having a business. However, I did go to business school, so I'm I'm in my business school. I'm learning a little bit about how to start a business, I guess. Actually, my focus was mostly data analytics, so like not really.
Girl, what is-
But I think it helped to a certain extent. Just like I actually took a lot of HR classes when I was in my business school because my like title of my major is business administration. So I did a lot of learning about how to be a leader, which is really funny. I know you probably can't even imagine taking
I've never
classes like
taken a
this in
business-
college because Amber went to film school. So she's like, girl, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But like I actually took a lot of classes about specifically like if you're the boss of someone, like HR wise, like what can you do if you are like managing people vertically and horizontally, like what do you do? And I think this has actually come into play quite a bit because I think what a lot of people don't realize is that even as a creator, aside from my business, like being a creator is like being a brand in a way, it is being a business. So even though like maybe outwards facing, you wouldn't think it, like I have employees, I have editors. Shout out Brandon in the crowd. This is our podcast editors right here. Wow. Yes. Shout out Brandon. But yeah. So like I am the boss of people, which is crazy because sometimes I'm like, okay, how am I literally a boss right now? But it helped me learn a lot in school, kind of how to like manage other people to a certain extent. I also think a lot of it was just about like hands-on being there in the moment and learning in the moment. But I think the time when I really was like, maybe I could have a business was actually when I met my boyfriend. Shout out Kelly again in the crowd. Love to give everyone in the crowd a shout out. Shout out Kelly. And he was like, oh my gosh, you drink matcha so much. Like, instead of promoting like another business like on your YouTube channel, like you should just have your own matcha brand. And then I was like, you know what? That's so right. Like that's literally so right.
He's the only mofo crazy enough to pull out those
Yes, he's the only person crazy enough to be like, you can do this.
Right, we wouldn't. I feel like we're not the type to like.
I know. I feel like
think
I'm a
like
little like
that.
shy in a way where I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But he was like, you know, like I believe in you. Like you can do this. Like you should start doing this. And I was like, really?
He was so right. Kelly was,
he was
so,
so right. So
yes,
it's so
shout
wild.
out.
Thank you, Kelly.
Love a supportive boyfriend.
Yes,
Pushing his girlfriend
exactly.
to
New
achieve.
heights. Exactly.
What is this thing?
So
Oh my gosh.
that's kind of like what had me have like that first inkling of like starting a business. But also when I looked more into it, I realized that like the food and beverage industry is very male dominated. Even when it comes to matcha, like in the US at least, it's like very like white male dominated. Girl, sorry. It's okay to be a man, I guess. But I wanted to like, you know, I guess. But I wanted to like, you know, change the tide a little bit. Like I wanted to have a female API, women-owned business.
Yes.
Yes.
Period.
And you know, show that you can be a creator, you can be young, you can be a girl, and you can have a business that's like booming just as much as any of these other like huge matcha brands. Thank you. Yeah. So I feel like Nami's kind of, it's so crazy to say, but it's kind of like, Nami, by the way, is the name of my matcha brand, is like a name that's, it's getting up there with like other like really established matcha brands. And like, it's grown to the point where people buy Nami and they don't even know who I am. And that was really like the true goal of starting my own business, is for it not to completely be like due to me being the creator and being the face of this brand. I want it to be a brand that's good enough that people like that want good quality matcha will just buy it because they know that it's a good brand. And like kind of travel by word of mouth a little bit like that. So that's kind of where I started with that.
Yeah. I also one of your big Nami flexes is that you guys have spent $0.
We had zero ad spend.
Yes, girl.
It's crazy.
That is rare for a brand. Yes. I love
thank
making
you.
everyone clap every second of this podcast. Yes. Keep
Everyone now
clapping,
clap.
guys.
But yeah,
No, that's a
just
crazy
hours of my life making the marketing videos.
You know what?
Is the only spend I
You're
have.
so
given.
right. Like literally, because people, I think you guys love to be like, we spend $0 because that is such a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
But it really is because you've put in hella work building up your own personal brand.
Thank you.
And obviously Nami on its own. I think so crazy. It is really insane to see how a business can completely like have its start and launch and explode and everything all on social media. Because like at the end of the day, like it did start from your like YouTube videos and like TikTok and Instagram promoting it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so insane to see. I think it makes me so happy to see people make videos with the Nami matcha, and I can kind of tell that they actually don't know us. And I'm like, that's
I always
so
will like
insane.
check, like they'll tag
follow me
Nami. Do
back?
they follow me? And they don't follow me. And I'm like, whoa, I think they just bought it.
They
Like,
just
that's
bought it.
So epic, yeah.
No, actually so insane. But that is such a big accomplishment because I think a lot of, I think one of the weaknesses of creator brands sometimes is that it really is reliant on the creator.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will just buy
Pro
it 'cause
and a con.
Right, exactly. Because people want to support it for the creator, but you want to make sure that you have a product that is able to hold its own weight. Shout out you, girl.
Thank you, girl.
Shout out
Always
you.
glazing me.
Yes,
Love it.
I will glaze you on the podcast.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Well, I have a question for you, not to put you on the spot. If you ever had a business, what would it be?
Oh, I just hit the mic. Everybody loves to ask me what's my
I know, they're like,
business
okay,
plan.
Ashley has a business. What's your business?
Right. Thank you for
So what is
putting me
it?
on the spot every day of my life because you are the overachieving older sister, and then suddenly I'm the younger sister that also has to stand up in your spotlight. Dang, or in your
No!
shadow. Dang it! I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
you
I'm
have
kidding.
your own spotlight.
We're
girl.
both in.
You're
We both got
amazing.
our own individual spotlights at this moment.
Actually, we do
Yes.
both have our own spotlights.
Yes, very true.
Physically, yes.
Okay, actually though. Okay, so here's my situation with that question because I think with people seeing Ashley, that's
You get asked this a lot?
I get asked this all the time.
And do you not like to get
sometimes-
asked it?
Okay, sometimes I like it because I think when people ask me that question, it kind of shows me that they have an inkling of
Like, you
trust
could
in me
do
that I
it.
could do it. So I'm
Okay.
like, oh, the fact that you're even asking is kind of like a compliment. Thank
Yeah.
you, girl. But I think I don't know. It is kind of interesting because there is a lot of pressure to like be the most successful person in the freaking world. And I'm like, oh my God, not everyone can be like so successful like that. And sometimes I like to just chill in the middle. And so I don't know. I'm really happy with like where I currently stand right now. But I do think if I look more into like creating a business type thing, something that I've always been really passionate about, which I guess kind of goes hand in hand with you because you're in the food and beverage business.
Yes, I'm also a
love-
foodie. I'm a
Yes,
food creator.
yes.
Beverage creator.
Beverage
What if I tell
creator.
people I'm just a beverage creator? Because
Purely
honestly,
beverage.
I am.
I guess
almost
that is
purely
your niche,
beverage,
girl.
yeah.
That own that.
Yes.
But, yeah, I think if I'm really passionate about one thing, it would be food content and cooking and all of that type of stuff. So I do think if I were to start a business one day, maybe not a business, but a avenue I could take would be writing a little cookbook, perhaps. Oh yes.
I would read that. I would
Right?
make those recipes.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, I think that's something that'd be a really fun project. Like,
Yeah.
even though it's not like a business, that is still something that would be for sale, and I would love to
would
work
be
on
for
that and like recipe test, girl. Recipe testing.
I think recipe testing would actually take ages.
No, I know it does
Like
because
it
we
must
have
take
friends
like years.
that have written cookbooks. That takes freaking years. So I guess maybe I
Pictures.
should get started now.
You gotta get
if I
started
wanna
right
do
now.
that.
Bro, we should do a collab where there's like a little section in your book that's like some matcha recipes.
Oh, okay. Speaking of collabs, my other dream
Yes.
is if you ever have a Nami cafe.
Oh my gosh.
Physical cafe.
Guys, let's
Manifest right now. Physical Nami
manifest
cafe,
a
please,
physical
please,
Nami
please.
cafe. Definitely New York and LA they both need a Nami cafe.
One
Guys,
day.
we're in need of it right now.
We are. I
Mm-hmm.
think we do need it. But my dream, my actual dream would be if you have that, I would love to work in the kitchen.
Amber
I would
keeps
love.
begging me every day. She's like, "Can you
Please.
please have a cafe
No.
so I can like make all the baked goods for your cafe?"
Literally, I'm like, I don't even care. I'm like, it's not even your cafe, girl. It's mine. Like, start it for me. Like that. I need to
Like,
run
let
that
me live out my
cafe.
dream.
Literally, I'm like, this is perfect. Like, oh, Ashley's gonna start my cafe. I'm gonna run the cafe. That's my kitchen.
Bro.
No, I'm totally kidding. But I think it would be so fun to
No,
like
it'd be
sell
so
little baked
fun.
goods.
And then we can be like, "Buy
Perhaps.
Amber's cookies. Amber
Right?
made these cookies."
I baked the cookies. I think that would be so fun. So
That'd be
that's my
amazing.
secret.
Can you imagine like the YouTube vlogs of like, I'm in the kitchen today. Oh, are you gonna go? You know, bakers wake up early. I don't know if you're cut out for it.
Girl, I'll find a way. I think I'll pull a sleep schedule that is so horrendous that it actually ends up lining up, and I'll wake up.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Okay.
I can hack my sleep schedule in a way that it'll work.
Okay, so I think I got it. You should go to bed in the afternoon.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is my life. This works for me.
Okay.
I'm good.
Just so you can be like awake at like, you should start baking at like 2 a.m. maybe, like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
that's my active hours of the day anyway. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. This sounds good to me.
It'll work out for you.
Period.
So that would be so fun. But yeah, that is a goal. So
It is really crazy. I think, no, I feel like we're always kind of talking about this stuff, and it is insane to just like, I don't know, because when I think about like our creator experience, every day I'm just like, we're so lucky. And I don't want to think about it too hard because I'm like, I feel like overthinking it will like make me get in my head, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like to see, thank gosh, how successful you've been, and just being like, I don't know. It's a really crazy thing to have in my freaking brain. I'm like, so much information to have, but I'm so sorry, guys. I keep losing my train of thought.
I know.
What
yeah,
am I
I
saying?
could literally
Wait.
tell that you lost your train of thought. I'm like,
Midway,
what
I'm
is she talking
let me
about?
try and figure out how to get this back.
I can pull you back right now.
Thank
Okay,
you, queen.
So with
Thank
the
you,
cafe
sister.
and everything, I think as creators, like I think you were kind of going in this direction, maybe.
Yeah.
But as creators, like it can be kind of isolating, isolating, and I think kind of having like a third space, even if it's like a cafe that's like open to the public, like and maybe not necessarily everyone there are like all knowing each other and everything. I just think like it's so cool to kind of engage in like a physical way. And I
Right.
think that's kind of how creators are continuing to build. I mean, I think about like Dude Perfect has like this huge random, I know, do you know Dude Perfect? Craziest random okay,
pull
I know.
ever.
Like, he has like a physical place where like people go, right? Doesn't he have like that huge, like
I'm not
mega
tapped into the
huge
Dude Perfect
building?
world.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Wait, what is that?
Do you know who Dude Perfect is?
Dude Perfect.
The
Don't
one
he
who
do,
does
like,
like trick
basketball
shots?
Okay, trick shots. Yeah.
I think he has like a huge, gigantic, multi-million-dollar like place that's like a fun zone kind of place.
Fun zone.
I'm like not even saying it nice, but it's like looks really fancy and nice. And I'm pretty sure it's open to the public.
Is that true?
Unless I'm spreading false information. Does anyone know if that's true? Kelly, don't you know if that's true? Doesn't Dude Perfect have like a compound that's like a huge place and like people go there? Oh, I thought it was open to the public.
You wish.
They haven't built it yet? Wow.
okay, we got some
I
Dude
thought it was
Perfect
real.
fans.
Anyways, someone made like an AI drawing of it or something, or like what's it called?
AI rendering?
Yeah, rendering. I don't know if it's AI. Maybe
AI. Let's hope
like,
not AI.
Like CAD or whatever,
hope the
like
actual
rendering.
architect did that.
Yes. I thought it was real. Well, I literally swear I've seen pictures of it and I thought it was
No, you were
real. That's
watching a
crazy.
AI rendered video of
my
what they wish
God.
it looked like.
Got tricked.
You got tricked
I'm like
into
a mom.
AI.
Okay.
No. Oh my gosh.
But I think like creators are like building out like physical places that people can go. And like
Yeah.
that's another way that we're seeing the online come into the real life, which is crazy. And also like, I mean, VidCon is a place that's like kind of being that space for us right now. And it's so cool to be in a place where like people are connecting.
I know.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I also I kind of remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say sometimes when I already feel so grateful for the things that we have, it feels almost like selfish to dream of more things beyond this. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay,
God,
okay,
I found that in the depths of my brain. But yeah, because I think we have all these ideas to like continue building on the things that we already have. And then sometimes when I think a little too hard, I'm like, oh my God, are we really like thinking that deep? But then I have to remember Mr. Kelly Wakasa, Mr. Do What Excites. I gotta remember that's literally the stem of it all. Like taking chances on things like this is literally what drives you to continue growing. And I think if you have those, like myself, this is literally just me. I have that like inner voice of doubt that's like, nah, that's actually weird if I dream too big. Like I should tone it down. But like no, that's why it's so helpful to have other creators around me that will bring that bravery out of me and like out of you. I think it really helps because it is such a weird job, obviously. Like you do pretty much all of it alone most of the time. And so to have those thoughts of like where you want it to go and like where's it going to be in 10 years, it is really frightening sometimes. But so I think that's what's really helpful about having a good community around you is you have people that know you sometimes better than you know yourself.
Yeah.
And I think they can give you advice that you would have never thought of because they see
you from the outside. Like,
and they know like they really believe in what you're capable of, so that they dream up those possibilities for you that you would never be brave enough to dream up yourself.
Yeah.
For example, I feel like my mom she's pretty good at giving us ideas. Like
Our mom, I don't know if anyone else has a mom that's like chronically online, but like her screen time is for surely more than me. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like our mom is like,
consuming
I
that.
could be like, oh, did you hear this tea? And she's like, yes.
week.
Like that's
Already
last
heard
week's
it.
news. Like I already know. Do you want me to like give you a summary? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes. Like she's
No,
so
she
on
knows.
top of it. It's so funny.
Yeah, but I think she's like, honestly, thank God for her, because she is the type of mom, we're so lucky to have her, that really like dreams for us. And it's the same thing I was saying, where like she'll give us ideas that I would have never thought of doing, and then I try it out and it actually works, and I'm like, damn, my mom always knows. She really gives some good advice.
Mother knows best.
Yeah, I think I also want to ask you, because this is something really interesting, especially at a place like VidCon, where I think the vibe of being here is a lot of like kind of like networking, getting to know other creators, like hearing about other people's experience, getting advice, trying to like implement other people's strategies into your own work. That is kind of the vibe that I get from VidCon a little bit. I want to ask you, because we did kind of start our YouTube journey, I would say in a little bit of a vacuum. Like it was just the three of us siblings.
Yes.
It was the three of us, a camera, and a dream.
Yes.
And that was it. but then to go from like bedroom vlogs, like stupid sibling vlogs.
We're not stupid.
Okay,
girl.
not
Don't
stupid. You're
belittle
right. You're right. I'm
yourself.
sorry.
They were
I take it back.
amazing and they were great.
I take it back. You're right. That was literally.
And no one go and watch them ever.
Nobody go watch them. They're crazy. But I think to start from there and then now be in a place where we live in New York City,
Yes.
kind of like with other creators, we have all of our creator friends are like our next door or upstairs neighbors in our building. We have our other creator friends down the street. And I think being in that space surrounded by YouTubers daily, do you see like big pros and cons with creating content fully alone versus being surrounded by creators? Because I know that can also get in your head.
You know what? So I love having like a community of creators. I think when you have people around you that you can learn from, like you can learn from their mistakes, like so they'll tell you something that they did wrong and then you actually learn like exponentially faster because everyone's doing their own thing, but they're like learning over time, and then because of that, as like a group, you're collectively learning more. The one thing though that I do love about living, like for example, like we're from upstate New York, not really many YouTubers in upstate New York.
Yeah, it's just.
But the thing I actually love about that is like I love that it's different, and like I think that people love to watch people from anywhere. And when sometimes I mean there's like the vibe of you see, oh, here's another influencer from like LA or New York, and it's fun, but at the same time I think people would like love if they're like my favorite YouTubers from like Minnesota or like just somewhere
Montana.
like from Montana, any state with the letter M. Just
Yep,
kidding.
those M states.
Missouri.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
But yeah, I think like it adds another like level to the videos where it's more interesting to see people from different like walks of life, and I think that that's really cool. And I also think like when we were living upstate, almost in a certain way where it was just us doing videos up there, almost in a way I think kind of made my videos better and a little more unique, because I think now that I'm in New York, like it's easier to find other like New York City vlogs or like see what other people in New York are doing and go like, oh, they did really well with that, like maybe I should do something like that too. And it's not necessarily always the best thing to like watch and like implement things from other people's content.
Right.
I think it definitely is helpful, but I think it kind of depends.
So true, girl. Okay, we just got the 5-minute warning.
Oh,
Let's
Amber,
go.
we need to do our favorites.
Okay, but actually, wait, really quick. I just want
Okay.
to double check while we still have.
If there's
thoughts.
any last
If
questions.
anyone has a little question. Oh, really? Okay. Hello, Sylvia. Bro. Oh my gosh, she went to
Hi.
Chapman with me. Hello, girl.
Oh my God,
I'm
classmate
dead.
vibe.
I'm like looking at
Hey,
her the whole
girl.
time. I'm like, Sylvia, right in front of me. Hello.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I have a question regarding, I know you guys went to South Korea with your mommy.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask about, like, how does it feel and when do you know when to turn on the camera off for those, like, very tender and, like, private moments versus, like, because you do share a lot of, you know,
Right.
your family life. What is that dynamic like?
Wait, actually, amazing question.
That is a
Thank you,
great
girl.
question.
Okay, that is something that we are always kind of struggling with, because I think, well, as anytanytime we
Want
do
to
like a family
keep
vlog,
certain things private,
Right.
I think. But at the same time, I think we're really lucky where our whole family kind of is involved in our YouTube life. And even though there might be like more emotional moments, I think like our parents really value like watching back our vlogs. Like
Right.
that for them is actually like super important to them. Like our family loves when we go on family vacation and they can like go back and see our
Watch the
years of
video
family
over.
vacations. So despite like this, our recent trip to Korea was like very emotional actually because it was our mom's first time visiting Korea after having never been back for like 43 years when she left when she was 12. So it was her first time like seeing her childhood home again and like very like tender moments like that where it's kind of like, oh, should you
I
bring out the
don't
camera
wanna
or not?
film. But then
mom was like, make sure you film all of this. So I'm like, okay.
I feel like a regular person would be like, do not put the camera on me right now. But she's like, this is our only moment where like I'm seeing my childhood house again for the first time. Like, you better get that on video so that I can like rewatch it and like really
see the
that
house
experience.
again, like see the
Yeah.
experience.
So,
So
it is crazy. 'cause
depends, though.
I
You
think we
wanna
try
make sure
and
people are
balance it
comfortable.
like out of respect. There were moments where we met like our elder relatives, and I'm like, as much as I want to like get everything like for the video so that we can enjoy it later.
Yeah, you don't
I
wanna
also
put
want to
them
be
on blast.
respectful of like other people's privacy. So luckily, we were able to talk with our mom and our dad first and be like, "Are you sure you're good with us filming like these types of moments?" And they were like, "Absolutely yes." So yeah, we're lucky to have a little family that.
Yeah, but definitely always like kind of asking and making sure like we're within their boundaries. I think as lifestyle like vloggers, it's kind of hard, especially like for example, me and my boyfriend are both YouTubers, so it's kind of like, oh, like if you guys go on like a date and you vlog it, like how do you balance that? And I think just making sure like aside from the videos, like we also spend so much time together, go on dates
Right.
that like are not on camera. Same with our family, we do tons of like trips and things that aren't on camera, so it's always good.
True that.
yeah,
Well,
thank
thank you so much Sophia, for
you.
the question.
Yay,
Amazing.
I
Okay,
guess
I
let's
guess
do favorites so we can just like
wrap it up, I
What
suppose.
do you think?
Yeah. What are your favorites of the week? If you guys don't know, we do a favorite of the week. That could be anything, and then a favorite about ourselves to do a little
Yes.
positive self-talk moment.
Yeah, so my favorite of the week, I've been planning on saying this, but I kind of already said it earlier, but it's literally Vanilla Mace. Like, she's my
Oh, okay.
favorite.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
So, and then my favorite about myself is that, well, I kind of want to say like about like the both of us, but that like we're just up here, like that we have worked our butts off, and then to be at VidCon is like just such like a huge like milestone for us. I think it's something I've seen like creators go to since I was younger and always been like, oh my god, like I want to go there so bad, and like to be a featured creator here and to be like doing a live podcast here, like we're literally so honored. So also thank you again to VidCon and to like everyone to YouTube for helping us with getting here, I guess.
I know.
So
Thank
it's
you
been
guys
amazing.
so much. Epic. Okay, I'll say my favorite of the week. Just the whole VidCon ambiance. I loved being in the same room as the Costco guys, hearing the boom, boom, booms. That was definitely a highlight for me. Yeah, honestly, that's my highlight. That was freaking awesome.
Like literally just
And then-
seeing the Costco guys from afar.
Yes, yes, their aura is so crazy.
Yeah, like you knew they were there when you
I'm
stepped
like,
in the
I
room.
walked in the room. I didn't even have to see them. I felt them, bro. I'm like, I know they're here.
Felt the
But-
tremble from the boom.
Oh, no, the booms. I'm just kidding. So yeah, that's my favorite. And then I think favorite about myself. I think having confidence to do things even when it's a little bit freaky. I know even being here obviously is a little bit
Yeah, we're a little
nerve-wracking.
nervous. It's okay.
Yeah, but like we've been planning this for a little bit. We've been talking with the VidCon team, and there's moments where I have real imposter syndrome, such as the little video that played right here before we started talking. They emailed us and they're like, "Hey, if you have a sizzle reel, could you send that over?" And I'm like, "Yeah, really quick. Let me just Google what sizzle reel means, and then I will definitely get back to you on that." And then I learned that a sizzle reel is like a one. It's what you just saw, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in moments like that where I feel like maybe a little bit stupid, or I'm like, they're asking me to do this podcast. I don't even know what a sizzle reel is.
Yeah.
I have to just have strength and know that like I'll learn on the way.
Exactly.
And through stuff like this, I get to learn more, have more fun. As long as I believe in myself, I'm good. And I'm so happy I get to do this with you, girl. And thank you all for coming.
Thank you guys
this has
for
been so much
coming.
fun.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Well, with that, thanks for watching, and beautiful twin sisters out.
That's
Yeah,
our outro.
thanks,
Yay, thank you guys.
Beautiful twin sisters.